In the sun-drenched lands of Australia, where kangaroos bound across vast red deserts and ancient eucalyptus forests whisper secrets of the dream time, a small piece of metal was born in 1978. This wasn't just any coin. It was the humble 10-cent piece, a symbol of a nation's evolution from colonial roots to modern identity. Minted in the heart of Canberra at the Royal Australian Mint, over 48 million of these coins clinked into existence that year, each one carrying stories etched into its copper-nickel alloy. But let's journey back to understand its birth, its faces, front and back, and why it came to be, all while uncovering its worth in today's global treasure hunts. Before we begin this journey through time, take 1 second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Do you collect coins, or are you just discovering this hidden world today? Your support helps keep history alive. Our story begins in the turbulent 1960s, a time when Australia was shedding the shackles of the old British pound system. On February 14, 1966, affectionately known as C-Day for Currency Day, the nation switched to decimal currency. No more fiddling with pounds, shillings, and pence. Now it was dollars and cents, simple and streamlined. The 10-cent coin was part of this grand reform, replacing the old shilling at a rate of 1 to 10 to modernize trade, make math easier for school kids, and assert Australia's independence. The government wanted coins that screamed Aussie pride, ditching British motifs for native wonders. Enter Stuart Devlin, a talented jeweler and designer from Geelong, Victoria, who was tasked with crafting the reverse side, the tails of the coin. Devlin, often called the Queen's goldsmith, drew inspiration from Australia's wild heart. For the 10-cent reverse, he chose the superb lyrebird, a feathered maestro of the southeastern forests. Picture this: a bird with tail feathers fanning out like a lyre, an ancient Greek instrument, hence its name. The superb lyrebird isn't just pretty, it's a mimic extraordinaire, copying chainsaws, camera shutters, and even other birds' songs with eerie accuracy. In Australian culture, it symbolizes creativity, adaptation, and the bush's trickster spirit. Devlin's design captures the male lyrebird in mid-display, its tail arched elegantly, with the numeral 10 boldly superimposed. It embodied Australia's unique biodiversity, a nod to the continent's isolation and evolution. Devlin wanted something fluid and modern, using simple lines to highlight the bird's grace. His sketches, refined over months, were approved, and the design has remained unchanged since 1966, a testament to its timeless appeal. Now, flip the coin to the obverse, the heads side, and we meet Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. In 1978, this portrait was the work of British sculptor Arnold Machine, whose design graced Australian coins from 1966 to 1984. Machine, a master of bas relief, created a youthful, dignified image of the Queen facing right, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a wedding gift from her grandmother. The portrait is simple yet regal. No crown overload, just a soft drape at the shoulders, encircled by the words Elizabeth II Australia and the year. Machine's process was intimate. He sketched the Queen during sittings with input from Prince Philip, aiming for charm and dignity without sentimentality. It represented continuity with the Commonwealth while allowing Australia to forge its path. The obverse reminds us of the monarchy's role, but the reverse shouts Australian flair. Now flip the coin to the obverse, the heads side, and we meet Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. In 1978, this portrait was the work of British sculptor Arnold Machine, whose design graced Australian coins from 1966 to 1984. Machine, a master of bas relief, created a youthful, dignified image of the Queen facing right, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a wedding gift from her grandmother. The portrait is simple, yet regal. No crown overload, just a soft drape at the shoulders, encircled by the words Elizabeth II Australia and the year. Machine's process was intimate. He sketched the Queen during sittings with input from Prince Philip, aiming for charm and dignity without sentimentality. It represented continuity with the Commonwealth while allowing Australia to forge its path. The obverse reminds us of the monarchy's role, but the reverse shouts Australian flair. Australia was booming economically, with mining exports and urban growth demanding more currency in circulation. The Royal Australian Mint, established in 1965, was in full swing, producing coins for everyday use, from buying milk to bus fares. No grand event spurred the 1978 batch. It was routine, yet each coin carried the era's vibe. Disco fever, the Sydney Opera House's recent opening, and a nation embracing multiculturalism. Fast forward to today, and what's this 1978 coin worth in the international market? For a standard circulated one, it's barely above face value, about 150 to 300 US dollars, or roughly 500 Australian dollars. Uncirculated specimens fetch 1,000 to 2,000 US dollars. But the thrill of rarities, errors like double strikes, misaligned dies, or the ultra-rare double reverse, where both sides show the lyrebird, can skyrocket values. One such mule error sold for 3,300 Australian dollars recently. Proof versions from mint sets go for 5,000 to 10,000 US dollars, while gems in top grades might hit 20,000 US dollars. Internationally, on platforms like eBay or Numismatics, collectors from the US, UK, and Asia snap them up, valuing the history over the metal, 75% copper, 25% nickel, worth pennies melted down. It's not a millionaire maker unless flawed perfectly, but it's a portal to Australia's soul. Imagine holding one. The lyrebird's tail glimmers under light, echoing forest calls. The Queen's gaze stares back, a bridge to empire's end. Stories abound. Coins found in old jars, funding adventures, or symbolizing luck. One tale. A hiker in the Blue Mountains claims a 1978 10-cent saved his life, used to signal rescuers with its shine. That's the magic. This coin isn't just money. It's a feather from the lyrebird's tail, a whisper of history in your pocket.